I have been having the desire to read the Bible lately. And one day I was in Walmart with my mom and my children, and this stand that's like in the front of Walmart just caught my eye. Like I was just walking past it and it just made me like look back at it. And in that quick glance, I could tell that it was like it had Christian stuff on there, like literature and things like that. And immediately I was like, oh, I need to come back there when we check out because I need a Bible. I went on in the store and got the rest of the stuff that I was getting, and I checked out and I forgot to go back there. And I was like, dang, but that's okay. Now I know where I need to go. So today I went to Walmart, y'all, and as soon as I walked in, my spirit was like, don't even go to the front to that stand just yet. Go to the back where Christian literature is. And I literally walked in. I literally only came to Walmart just to get a Bible. And as soon as I walked in, my spirit was like, keep straight to the back and go to the Christian section. And so I went back there, and the first thing I noticed was this workbook, this journal. It's called The Bible in 52 Weeks, a year-long Bible study for women. And it has this black woman on the cover, and she's gardening, and I just felt connected to that because I love to garden. And then when I looked on the back of the book, the author is a black woman that's a pastor in North Carolina. And for those of you who do not know, I live in North Carolina, so I just really felt connected. I was flipping through the pages and I was liking what I saw, and I glanced to look and see what else was on the shelf, but nothing else appealed to me. And y'all, this was the only copy left. I just felt very drawn to this book, and it made me feel very excited to begin to read the Bible and study the Bible and just have guidance. So I went on ahead and put that in my cart. And then I found me a Bible. So I have a Bible at home, but it's the New King James Version. And that is pretty difficult for me to read and comprehend. And I'm telling y'all, this desire to start reading the Bible was just really heavy on my heart. Like I really wanted to receive the information. So, someone had mentioned that there was an easier version. Like, I heard someone talking about it in their YouTube videos. When she said that, that was just in the back of my mind. Like, okay, I need to figure out what version she talking about and getting it. So, when I was looking through the Bibles, I found the New International Version, and I went on ahead and purchased that. And I still have my King James Version too, so I feel like, it'll be good for me to have both. I can go back and compare when I feel called to. So after that, I went back to the front of the store to that stand that had caught my eye, and I found these books. And the first thing I saw were these children's books. My son, my youngest son, he loves these books. And I was just like so happy to see that they created versions that included God in it. These books were just making me so excited, and I just couldn't wait to show them to him. Like I just knew that I was going to purchase these books for him, and I just felt like what a wonderful way to start introducing him to God. The rest of the stand were basically just workbooks, and I found a couple that were intriguing to me. I don't know why spiritual warfare was like the first one I picked up. Well, I don't want to say I don't know why, but this was the first one that like caught my eye, but I didn't feel called to purchase it right then and there. Like I feel like spiritual warfare is something that I'm going to get to eventually in this journey of mine, building this relationship with God, but just not that day. And then I saw this other prayer journal that was just cute. It was like aesthetically pleasing, but again, I didn't feel called to purchase it. Like, I really felt like I got what I needed. I got what I was supposed to get. And, at this point, I'm just browsing and looking because I already know what I'm going to get. But look at that. I just thought that was so cute. Now, I wish that it would have had some color. The black and white, they could have printed it in color. But either way, like, I just thought that was cute. It was also making me think about my daughter because I just wondered, like, would she like something like this? And I was looking, they really had some cute, girly, aesthetic stuff, but the whole time that I was looking, I just wasn't sure. I felt like I should have a conversation with her about it first. And we did end up having a conversation because when I went home, she seen that I had bought a Bible and she was like, "You bought a Bible? Why you didn't buy me one?" And it was like the doorway into that conversation. Mitchell, I got a surprise for you. Watch how my baby respond. Close your eyes. You peeking? Hey. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. He done already seen it. Look. What you got? You must never touch a spider as she weaves and works away. God made her yellow and busy, and she doesn't have time to play. Never touch a spider. Never touch a spider. You must never touch a octopus. Experiencing, wait, I can't read upside down. Exploring the deep, dark seas. God made her pink and curious to uncover mysteries. Never touch an octopus. Are you crazy? Never touch an octopus. And you must never touch a zebra. God made him black and white, and he's a very good dude. Oh, is that a Bible verse? Oh my goodness. Okay, only that page. Your first Bible verse, Job 12:10. The life of every creature and the breath of all people are in God's hands. Never touch a zebra. Never. Never touch a zebra. Never touch a zebra. Never touch a zebra. Never touch God's hungry animals. You must never touch a hungry monkey. God made him so cheeky that he might just poke you back. Poke you back. Don't you touch that monkey. He gonna poke you back. Don't touch that monkey. He gonna poke you back. He gonna poke you back. You must never touch a hungry squirrel. God gave her a tickly tail that's sure to make you giggle. Don't touch that squirrel's tail. You're gonna giggle. Oops. You must never touch a hungry piranha. When it's time for lunch, God made him so greedy, there'll be no food left to munch. Never touch a piranha. You must never touch the hungry toucans when they stop to eat. Ooh, that's a pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yummy, yummy. A pineapple cake. With tea. Ooh, they eating good. I want to come over and eat with the toucans. I want some pineapple cake and tea. You want some pineapple cake?
Yeah.
And some tea? But I said never touch the toucans. Never touch the toucans. Never touch the toucans. Let me see. That one got a Bible verse? Yup. Psalm 104. Psalm 104, verse 24. Lord, you have made so many things. How wise you were when you made all of them. The earth is full of your creatures. The end. You like your books? Do you like your book? Huh? Does Mitchell like his book? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you just saying yes?
Yes.
Okay. It's been a while now since I bought my Bible, and as you all can see, I've been reading it, I've been highlighting in it, I've been working in my journal that I got from Walmart. It took me a month just to do lesson 1, so I know the book was designed to have a lesson that you do each week, but just the way that my life is set up, honey, I think that I'm going to just commit to working on one lesson a month. I'm not in a rush to get through the workbook or to read the Bible either. But this is what my mornings have consisted of since buying my Bible. I'm making time every day to read them. I'm waking up, I'm listening to my gospel music, I'm saying my affirmations, I'm meditating, and I'm journaling, and I'm just cultivating that relationship. At one point in time in my life, I became woke. I got deep into my history, my culture, my ancestral past. I started proclaiming spirituality and disowning religions. And I started to use astrology and numerology. I dabbled in tarot. I even did readings for people. I went all the way in. I wore my dashikis. I stopped relaxing my hair. I wore afros. I even locked my hair at one point. I stopped eating pork. I eventually stopped eating meat. And I asked so many questions and received so many answers. My identity was constantly changing. There were so many things I used to do that I stopped doing. And in the midst of me trying to find something, because at one point I wasn't even sure what I was truly looking for anymore. I was also somebody's mother. So I was navigating motherhood at such a critical point in life where you are supposed to be discovering yourself. And in some ways, being a mother put that on the back burner. To add to that, I was constantly in a relationship with a man, seeking the one for me, and everything that I navigated just to grow through so many relationships and doing so back to back, never really taking time away just for me. When I reflect on my life from age 18 to 30, it's truly a roller coaster ride. Like, I really need to write some memoirs. But I remember when I turned 30, I said, I want my 30s to be different from my 20s. And thus far, it has been a completely different life experience. Now, it wasn't an instant transition. I've been shifting for the past 4 years. I'll be 35 in October. But since turning 30, I've just been trying to release everything that I've picked up over the years and attach to myself as my identity, because I wanted to be a different person. I wanted to have a different life experience. And I knew in order for my 20s to truly be different than my 30s, changes would have to be made. I would have to become a different person. And so I just started out by shedding my old self and embracing a new self. About 2 years ago, I went into isolation, and I was doing all of this so I could change. And I felt called to release everything and put me first, because it had also become very clear that I put everything that I had accumulated over the years above me. The most amazing thing happened to me though, when I chose myself and I really started to love on me and nurture me and forgive me and heal me and protect me. I didn't know it, but I was also making the choice to choose God too. Faith in anything has always been something that I struggle with. I always felt like a phony in everything that I experienced that was related to God. I remember when I was like 23, asking my grandma how to pray. And she told me to just get down on your knees and talk to God just like you would talk to me. Don't try to be like a preacher and use a bunch of fancy words. Just talk to God like you would talk to anybody else. And I went home. I'm not sure if I went home and did this the same day, but I remember like being at home in my room and I prayed just like she told me to. And that was the first time in my life that I felt authentic. Now, I can't remember the exact moment that I realized I found God within me, but I just did. I've just found myself waking up in the morning and listening to gospel music and crying and releasing and praising God, and it all just finally beginning to feel authentic. And I'm in amazement about it all. I really started hearing God speak to me through other people in their testimonies like never before. And then one day I was on the phone with my friend. just talking about how much I've been seeking and longing for it to not feel fake, and just how I wanted to find an answer that made sense to me in order for me to believe it and to know that it is the truth. And he asked me, he said to me, "Do you know what the definition of faith is?" And I said, "Faith is believing in something that cannot be explained, seen, or proven." And he said, "Exactly. You feel the way you feel because you have no faith and you're looking for an answer to have a proven scientific fact behind it in order for you to be able to believe in it. But that's not how faith works." He then gave me like some Bible quotes on faith. And after we got off the phone, that's when I really started to have that compelling feeling to start reading the Bible. And when I brought my Bible, the first thing I did was I looked up the verses for those quotes that he gave me. And I started genuinely building my relationship with faith. I've wanted this for so long. I've been asking for it. And I noticed that in my past, when I talked to other people about it and the advice that they gave me that could lead me to having an authentic relationship with God, it just didn't feel right with me. And it was not until I chose me and I sought out me, clear from distractions of the world, that I found God within me. And I feel like the path to God is not linear. And somebody may need to hear my testimony to help lead them to God. In the midst of my solitude season, I found God, like the real God, like not this masculine figure in the sky or this mystical, mythological man from a book. I'm talking about a spirit, an energy, an essence, a vibration, a source, a feeling, something that cannot be touched or seen or even truly described accurately, but it's there and it's God and it's within me and it's giving me life. It's giving me guidance, protection, purpose, hope, comfort, and reassurance that I can get through whatever life has me growing through. And it makes my heart so full of gratitude despite my current circumstances. You can ask me how I'm doing, and I'm going to tell you that I'm doing good because I am. I know what it's like to feel like life got you in a chokehold and you don't know how you're going to get out. But because I now have faith in what I have found within me, I know it's going to be okay. I know it. I have faith in it. I believe it to be true. I feel blessed, favored, divinely guided, and protected. And it's not because of law of attraction or astrology or numerology or a tarot, psychic, or medium reading. Like, I know it because I've got faith. I've got faith in me, my will, my determination, my capabilities. And because I know that God is within me, because that's where I found God, having faith in me is the same as having faith in God because we are one. Anytime I love myself, I am loving God simultaneously. However I treat myself is how I'm treating God. And as far as that part of me that felt like I just had to know what was really the truth, it is a scientific fact that whatever we choose to believe will become our reality. So my faith is real. My relationship with myself is real. And my finding God within me is real. My faith that God is within me and all around me is real. It is my reality because I believe it to be. I get so excited and happy just thinking about this. I found God within me. Do you know how exciting that is? I'm ready to dive even deeper in me and in God by just sitting still with myself, taking care of myself, loving, nurturing, protecting myself, staying on the vibrational frequency of gratitude, becoming more and more in tune with the concept that God exists within and all around me, and that I can find God in anything, including the Bible, including gospel music, including astrology, including numerology, including the Quran, including all the religions of the world. In any book or any video or any testimony or any documentary, I can find God and not feel conviction. Look, y'all, so I came over here to I guess this is like an altar. It's my ancestor altar. I have this bowl of quotes in the middle of praising. I had seen like this little note just like right there outside of it. So I grabbed it. I said, good morning, y'all. What y'all want to remind me of today? Look what it say. I am the altar. My thoughts are my prayers. My actions are my daily offerings to my ancestors and the divine. And I said that one right on time. I haven't pulled this one in a long time either. When I tell you right in the middle of praising, this is what I got. This was right on time. I am the altar. My thoughts are my prayers. My actions are my daily offerings to my ancestors and the divines. I just want to say to whoever need to hear it right now, because I just feel called to say it. Your relationship with God is yours. Your spirituality is yours. You don't have to explain it or define it to anybody, and it don't have to be agreeable to anybody. You don't need nobody's validation over what your relationship with God looks like, what praise looks like to you, what words you use. All of that doesn't matter. You don't need nobody. You don't gotta even tell nobody. You ain't gotta tell nobody what your relationship with God is like and who God is to you. And just like I said, just how you choose to praise and worship and honor and respect and love God, that is your business, baby. You develop your own personal relationship with Source and you let it be yours because it is yours. And whether somebody else agrees or approves, it doesn't change the fact that you still got that relationship. So work on your relationship with Source. Work on your relationship with the Most High, with the Divine, with Allah, whatever you choose to call it. That creator, that spirit, that omniscient spirit that is within us and all around us, forge your own relationship with it and be unapologetic about it. And don't waste your time trying to explain it to anybody or trying to convert anybody to believe what you believe. Build that relationship and let it work miracles in your life. My relationship with God is mine, and it don't have to make sense to nobody. I don't need to bond with another human being over what my relationship with God looks like. I don't need to convince anyone or spread the word to convert anyone to what I believe either. I don't need to make anyone agree that this is the way of God. Make no mistake, that is not the purpose behind this video. I am sharing my testimony, and if it resonates with another soul, so be it. And if it doesn't, that's okay, because my faith and my relationship with God is not dependent upon anyone else's approval. I don't need someone else to agree. And because of that, it just makes my relationship with God seem sacred and holy and divine and precious and beautiful and unique and a gift that is just curated just for me. It's just like my relationship with myself. It's just for me. I don't need nobody's approval to love myself, accept myself, nurture myself, protect myself, or believe in myself. It just feels so good to be here, and I naturally want to share my joy. Plus, I know that with my testimony, God could be using me to speak through to others the same way God uses people and literature, books and tools and words and all kinds of things to speak through to me. So I love that I don't feel the need to tell people that they have demons and curses and they need to repent and they're living in sin, because That's not my job anyway. It is not my job to judge anybody or tell them what to do when it comes to their relationship with God, especially if they never even came to me and asked for my opinion on their life. This video may not resonate with everybody, and that's okay. It's going to be for who it needs to be for. And I'm also not here to debate and go back and forth with anybody about my life. I'm focused on me and the fullness that I've got going on in my life, and the fact that I'm just happy that my relationship with God feels authentic. I'm embracing myself and God in an authentic way, and I couldn't be more happier. I will continue down my path and seek my true self and God in ways that feel right and genuinely call out to me. And lately, the Bible has been calling out to me, along with other certain books and gospel music, and also meditation and affirmations and journaling as ways to commune with myself and with God. But if you knew past versions of me, you'd be shocked to hear me mention the Bible or that I'm listening to gospel music, because I really had disowned Christianity. Today, I love that I don't feel like in order to seek God's messages for me in the Bible that I have to be a Christian, or that I need to be a member of any other religion for that matter if I want to read or study their holy book to find God or to find whatever messages God has for me. I love that I can indulge in gospel music and read my Bible without claiming Christianity. And I love how in doing so, I am not putting myself in a box. Therefore, that allows me to be able to read certain books about God and not feel conviction. God is within me and a part of me, despite my inquisitive mind. So I don't need to disown any parts of me in order to be loved and accepted by God. I can continue to study and explore all parts of God, which is ultimately me just exploring and discovering myself, not placing myself in the boxes and limitations of being in a religion or being a spiritual person. That allows me to love and explore myself and God authentically and fully, holistically. I can be all aspects of me, and I can discover them and utilize them if and when necessary, and just embrace myself without fear, without judgment, without worry, and without conviction. I really love the woman I am evolving into. So this is the end of this video. It was very clarifying for me to make this. And like all my videos, I hope that if you watched it all the way to the end, it left you with something profound or helped you in some sort of way, shift your perspective, inspired and motivated you, or gave you some clarity as well. I thank you for tuning in to another episode of my solo diaries, and I appreciate you if you actually watched this video all the way to this point. It means more to me than you will ever know. And I feel like I've said all that I had to say. So with that being said, if you are feeling the vibe, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.